Anchors are a complex part of balconies. Get it right and you have a rigid, thermally efficient solution. Get it wrong and a balcony can be bouncy and likely to have damp issues as well as costing more. This video firstly explores the key factors for getting it right, then the solution for your fixing substrate. First of all, anchors need to be rigid. BSEN standards allow a balcony to deflect by the length divided by 180. For example, a typical 1.5 meter projecting balcony would be able to deflect around 10 mm. We guarantee that balconies using sapphire anchors will be half of this or less. The way we can achieve this is by reducing the effects of the moment force, which stretch the top of the anchor and compress the bottom. Secondly, the thermal performance is key. Thermally, the biggest effect you can make is reducing the number of penetrations and therefore the surface area needing a thermal break. Choosing an anchor which has very good thermal performance yet poor structural performance is likely to not only cost more but not provide the thermal benefit of having a similar performing thermal anchor which enables less connections to be used. The stronger an anchor and the lighter a balcony is, the less anchors required. The cassette balcony system is considerably lighter in weight, primarily because of its aluminium construction, and the anchors used are considerably stronger than other options available, which both mean that the number of anchor connections required can be reduced, saving cost and minimizing cold bridging. Speak to Sapphire to assess how many anchors you can design out while still achieving the guaranteed rigidity you require. Although cassette balconies offer 20 mm of tolerance, which is far more than traditional bolt-on balconies, Sapphire believe that to achieve maximum accuracy, the casting or fitting process must be simple. Typically, Sapphire will pre-assemble the connection bracket assembly off-site in CE-certified production facilities. This will normally include the assembly of stubs or arms, edge shutter, thermal break, and the cast-in elements. Assuming an RC frame, these arrive on site on craneable metal stillages, so they can be craned to where the RC frame contractor can set them out in the final positions. Sapphire provide templates to set out which enable accuracy of casting. Whilst there are large tolerances built into standard cassette balconies, it is recommended that an as-built survey is made of all brackets to ensure agreed tolerances have been met and highlight any concrete casting inaccuracies which may have occurred, so that any anchor or balcony adjustments can be made if necessary. In terms of substrate options, Sapphire typically use one of two options: cast-in, which may be an RC frame, a PT frame, precast walls or precast floor beams, and top-fix, used for precast slabs, existing buildings or CLT floors. Other options for fixing to timber substrates, steel frames or other bespoke options are also available. Once an anchor detail is chosen, the choice is what arm will be used to take it from the thermal break in the cavity to the outside of the facade where the balconies glide onto the arms. Often the choice of one or two-piece arms is governed by how the building is being built. The advantage of using a one-piece arm is that it will result in less joints and therefore less movement. A one-piece arm is more cost-effective as they have less fabrication and less installation work. The two-piece arm is the more common choice, and the most common reason is that the short stubs are cast in initially, which protrude just past the facade and allow mast climber access and avoid scaffold or formwork complication. The second piece of the glide-on arm is then fitted by the balcony installers after the facade is finished around the stub. This makes it more expensive than the one-piece arms. Stubs can be utilized as tie points for mast climbers to avoid additional facade penetrations and infill work as the mast climbers are dismantled, although loads from interfacing items, e.g. mast climbers, must be considered as brackets are only designed to take balcony loads. In summary, we recommend that you start by designing your balcony with a rigid anchor, then look at how you can reduce the amount needed for your balcony, and finally choose which arm choice suits your construction method.